Vanessa, let's come back to you then. And another person speaking out on what's going on in Israel.
Yeah, this was somebody I discovered really in the last couple of weeks on Twitter, Alon Mizrahi. Now, Mizrahi, people probably know, are the original kind of Middle Eastern Jews that are equally or almost equally discriminated against as the Palestinians. So he describes himself as an Israeli author, blogger, public speaker. And he put out a tweet, I think it was last week, that I found incredibly moving. I recommend people follow him. They go and check out his blog. Very eloquent speaker, very good author. And so this is the tweet that he put out, or rather part of it. He says that he grew up in a very Zionist place and time, but I was lucky enough to grow among Mizrahi, Arab Jews. Both my father and my beloved uncle spoke Arabic as their first language. And the two childhood friends marries two sisters, my mom and aunt, I think that means, born in Morocco to Jewish parents. Arab childhood, and from a young age, I knew the names and would recognize the voices of legends such as Farid al-Atrash, I won't read all the names out, and Feiruz, of course, and others. My father would also take me with him to work occasionally. He was an aluminium worker in construction, and his teammate, Isa, an Arab from Nazareth, was almost a family friend. We all knew him, we loved him, and welcomed him whenever we would meet. And he goes on to say, Israel, just like American or English, connotes whiteness. And white, we Mizrahi Jews are not, nor will we ever be. Unlike many Mizrahi Jews, I refuse to become an empty shell filled only with the ideological content of the state. A de-Arabized Arab Jew, that I wouldn't be. I chose to be free instead. When I heard of the way Noor's grandfather Khaled called her, and how similar it was to the way I call my daughter, and when I see the suffering, wounds, burns, pain, and death of Gaza's children, the memory and consciousness of me and my roots, both known and simply genetic, springs to life immediately, undeniable and bare. These kids are not foreign or alien to me. They are me and mine too. I feel their pain and fear. I understand the terms of endearment and the farewells of their grief-stricken parents, even as I really understand but a few words here and there. My soul understands Arabic, is the way I put it. I think what this is, for me, it's very uplifting. It shows that, one, what the world was like before the Zionist project changed Palestine into what it's become, an occupied state living under an oppressive apartheid regime. And it also shows that there is some hope, that there are those within the Zionist or that have had the Zionist indoctrination forced upon them that are waking up and are realizing that there is another way. So I just actually wanted to bring a little bit of an uplifting statement for a change.
Okay, Vanessa, thank you very much for that. Now, something that I should have had in the ad segment in the middle of the program, and apologies to Richard D. Hall for this, but Richard D. Hall's court case begins on Monday at 2 p.m. Now, there are seats in the public gallery for this, but it's limited, of course. It's first come, first served basis, but I would suggest that it would be great if as many people as possible could go there to support Richard D. Hall. Now, of course, he's being prosecuted because of his coverage of the Manchester arena bombing and so on. So do get along to that on Monday if you possibly can. Let's end with some relatively lighthearted stuff. This was being tweeted out, I'll admit, by the Russians earlier today, but I take the point here, bearing in mind how we started the program and what we were talking about on Friday's program with this massive NATO exercises going on at the minute. But we have people from NATO shouting over the border to Russia, don't worry, it's just a drill, while they're being having all their weapons pointed in that direction. I think that sums things up as they are pretty well at the moment. The question is, what can we do about it? Well, we should do something about it. And I've been seeing this doing the rounds at the moment. And the quote on screen here is, "But what can I do? I'm just one person," said 7 billion people. And I think that really is the point. It's time for us to set aside our differences and get on with resisting what is going on here at the moment, because we're looking at a war narrative. And this, even if it's just noise at this point in time, these types of things, mistakes can happen. And really, this is not the direction we should be going in. So anyway, we'll leave it there for today. I'm going to say thank you very much to Charles and Vanessa. We'll be back in a few minutes for some extra. Don't forget the Health Revolution at 1 p.m. tomorrow. And then we'll be back for the news at 1 p.m. on Friday as usual. See you then. Bye-bye.